So we got ASHTON ROUSKA, I believe. He won the best male lifter at the winter record we had here last year. ASHTON, I believe, competed at Junior Worlds maybe a few years back. He's always at Raw Nationals and the Arnold.
Placed first at last USA Powerlifting Raw Nats.
So ASHTON
second in the state or second in the country right now.
For males, I believe so.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, ASHTON's already qualified for the pro meet December 4th. He's just using this as a guest lifter meet.
Pretty sure it's just a rest day for him
It's just
today.
a fun time.
Yeah.
So he's opening up with 716 pounds on the squat.
Which, again, just a casual Saturday.
Yeah, just casual Saturday.
I really think that it's just a heavy training day for him.
It is, and he does that.
Yeah.
And you'll see that. He did that last year. He used an October meet as his last heavy training day, and then competed a month later in another meet. Hey, it's not a bad way to get acquainted with the setting. Right?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's like you kind of tell kids that are taking their SATs to go do a practice test in a quiet classroom.
Yeah.
A good way to get ready to compete is to compete, and that's another upside to being a referee, right? You're kind of getting that meet experience, and you're in the setting, you're in the environment. That's a big part of powerlifting, and I think that's underrated. All about that core position. You'll see some lifters.
You can't make this up. Hold on. Let me check my phone real quick. ASHTON, the man, walking out. We want to talk about the bar.
If anyone can do it, it's going to be him.
Yeah.
Listen, still a casual Saturday for him.
Yeah, it really is.
ASHTON's the only one I've seen do this. He slightly pauses it in the hole, which is legal by competition standards, but I guess he just likes to make it a little bit hard.
Different things with different lifters.
Yep, he always
does that. For some lifters,
that.
a pause squat is hard, right? But for some lifters, it's just part of their control.
Yep.
Him pausing at the bottom might be what prevents him from bouncing in the bottom.
Yep.
And that would cost him the lift because it would be downward movement. And some lifters have a really slow descent, almost tempoed, which, in training is harder, but on meet day, maybe it gives them the control that they need to hold their position and actually get the lift. So.
And training, whether it be time under tension or a little bit more on the explosive side, I mean, definitely makes a world of difference. And at certain exercises, I feel more comfortable going a little heavier with that time under tension because it allows me to truly focus on the muscle, as you said right there. A little bit of a hold. That one he kind of sprung up just as heavy fast. But
springs up regardless.
Yep. It helps me connect with the body. It helps me connect with my glutes, my hamstrings, my quads, keep my core tight for the control down, stop, and then control back up.
Well, and it's only going to help.
Right? It keeps you in it. And I have a friend who used to say.
205 kilos. Right now he's at 192.5. So we'll see what he's got in store for us. I've not seen him wear that singlet in a long time.
Now, ASHTON does hold the 93 kilo squat and deadlift as well as the 105 kilo squat deadlift in total records. Bench is the only one he doesn't have the national record for.
And he's a light 105 too. He usually weighs in about 215. 105, the heaviest you can be is 231. So he's definitely got some room. Maybe that 220 weight class will work out a little better for him.
Could you imagine
what
him getting up there with that size, eating that food, getting that size, along with the numbers he would have?
I'm sure he could do it.
Oh, absolutely. But the numbers he would have getting up there?
He's only 24. There's that closer grip. Solid speed. I think he'll probably jump to 200 kilos, maybe 205 to tie the PR.
Definitely 200.
For a lifter like ASHTON who lifts that heavy, 7.5 kilos isn't that big of a jump for him.
Yeah, it might be 205, you're right.
That's just how he'd been benching in the gym, and I guess his coach never quite corrected him on USA powerlifting standards. And so he told him, listen, you're going to have to change that. Feet are going to have to go flat. But if you've only been training heels up and you move the feet flat and you also cannot now lower the weights.
And you're at 98% of your max.
And that's it. I mean, it's game over there. And he, ended up failing all 3 of his bench attempts because the strength wasn't there in that position.
Now, for a novice meet, obviously, unfortunately, bombing out of that meet by failing all 3, I personally would still suggest, and meet directors like Sabre are totally fine with it, finish the meet.
Yes.
Don't just get in your feelings and head out. Exactly. Get to the deadlifts. Still capture that.
Yeah.
And in like 2 years, your first meet is not going to matter.
Not at all. It's going to matter that you stayed through it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do something.
And here you see ASHTON.
I believe he's tying
benching with his belt on, as Ashley mentioned before.
This is right under his meet PR. 446 pounds on the bar. Solid. I think he'll go 207.5 to be safe, just to get a small meet PR.
And think so? Okay.
Because he's not worried about qualifying or anything.
No.
I mean, he'd qualify with his openers, but.
I didn't see, but I'm pretty sure. See what Ashton has. I think they're trying to find him right now, chalking up.
Right
he's not a hard guy to find.
No.
All right, let me do the math, Jason. This should be like 738 pounds. Yeah, 738.
As you mentioned, his walk-up, he just sits back and just stares.
Now, Ashton has pulled, I believe, 794 conventional. Sorry, sumo. He's the only one I know who's proficient in both, so he just smoked that.
So what's the most he's pulled?
I don't know. It's whatever closest to 794 is in kilos. I don't know. A lot of people always forget 10 kilos on deadlift is a lot different than 10 kilos on bench.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
Probably the furthest distance between, squat falling somewhere obviously in the middle then. But
Yep.
Ashton's second attempt.
See what he's pulling here.
He's got 365 kilos on the bar. That should be 794 pounds.
Solid 30-kilo jump there.
Yep, not too big of a jump.
Jason,
Not
I think I might be
for
off
him.
a little bit. It's 805. I'm sorry.
805.
I'm so
Don't
sorry.
disrespect him.
800 pounds.
He's in the eights.
Unbelievable.
His best meet deadlift is 822, I think. Here, we're gonna pull open powerlifting, folks.
844 is what I've got.